How would you feel if you could get all of your lesson plans done for the first week back in January before you even go on your break? Well, I'm here to tell you that not only is it possible to do, I am going to share with you exactly how to do that. Welcome back. I'm Rachel Vincent, and I share tips on how to run an effective and efficient classroom so that you can get more done and still have time to teach. There's nothing worse than getting to the last day of your break and realizing you need to do lesson plans for the next day. I've been there and I've done that. But I also know that I would rather work a little bit harder the last week before break so that I don't have to do that. So the first thing you're going to want to do is see how much time do you have before break. My last day before break is December 17th. So I know I have 5 days to get everything done. Of course that I need to get done in that week, but to make sure that I am planned for that first week back in January. So I'm just going to share with you exactly what I plan on doing, and hopefully you can do the same thing in your classroom. The best way to make sure that you get everything you need to get done is to make a plan. I personally like to plan out each day, saying Monday I'm gonna do this, Tuesday I'm gonna do that. So that's what I'm gonna share with you. So Monday, which will be tomorrow, if you're watching this on Sunday, I am going to write out my lesson plans for that week back. I am not going to make things or do copies. I'm physically just going to sit at my computer, type in what we're learning, think about what we finished up this week, what do we need to start that first week back, do I need to review before I go into our next lessons because they will have had 2 weeks off. I need to pull up my standards, make sure I've written those down, what kind of assessments, just actual lesson planning. Now personally, we have to turn in lesson plans, so I have a certain format that I have to fill out with our mini lesson and share time and all that kind of stuff. And so I will go ahead and fill it out in that format so that they are ready to turn in for that week back. Now during this lesson planning time, if I come across something that I know I want to use to make a copy of, I will go ahead and print it because 90% of my resources are digital, or I have digital files. I don't actually have physical files. So I'll go ahead and print one copy so that I have it, and then I'll put it in my to copy drawer so I know that later on this week I will make those copies, and that way I don't have to go find that resource again. But that is really all I'll do besides writing the lesson plans. So I am doing this typically during my planning. Now, I know that last week of school will be busy with extra things. So if I can't do it during my planning time, this week I will stay a little bit later after school to get it done, because my goal is to go into my break with having to do no schoolwork. So I would rather stay a little bit later that last week so that my break can truly be a break. So now on Tuesday, that is when I'm going to make sure I have all the materials and resources that I need for my lessons in January. So I'm gonna make sure I've printed out everything I need to print out that I need to make a copy of. If I need math manipulatives, make sure I go ahead and get those from our storage room. Or if I need construction paper or task cards made, I go ahead and make sure I get all of those things done so that I have them ready. So when I walk in January, everything is ready. So once I feel like I have secured the actual teaching content that I'm going to be doing that first week in January, then on Wednesday, my plan is to figure out what kind of welcome back sort of team building, fun sort of activities that we will do since we are coming off of a break. I know that I'm going to want to reinforce some of the procedures that may have been forgotten, some of our class rules, our class mission, those types of things. So I will spend Wednesday figuring that out. Am I going to have a welcome back activity on their desk when they come in that first morning? Are we going to work on goal writing for the new year? Are we going, which procedures do I really want to make sure I'm going to cover and go over and talk about since they will be coming off of a break? So that Wednesday is when I plan on sort of getting those things done that don't normally fall in a week of planning, but because we're coming off of a break, I wanna make sure I talk about and teach and go over that first week. So once I have all of that figured out, Thursday is going to be my copy day. I'm going to take the things that I need to make copies of and go ahead down to the copy machine, get those done so I'm not having to fight the crowd that Monday morning we're back, get all those copies made, put them in my drawers. If I have digital things that I need to upload into Google Classroom, I'm gonna go ahead and get those in there and schedule them to post the day I need it or that morning so that I don't have to worry about any of that. It's all ready to go and I can just walk in, refresh my memory on my lessons and teach. And then Friday, before I leave for break, I will make sure that I have reset the classroom. I will make sure that, because we'll be having a little Christmas party with hot chocolate and things like that, make sure it's cleaned. I will make sure that my students have cleaned their areas, cleaned out their cubbies and work folders, and make sure papers are thrown away that we don't need. I'll make sure I've taken down any Christmas decorations, put my December books away, and go ahead and get out my January books, change my calendar over. I'm going to do all of that. So again, it is done and I don't have to do it first thing when I come back. Now, I know from past experiences that I am going to be tired that day and I'm going to want to just leave and go and start my break. But I also know from past experiences that when I take the extra time to reset my classroom, when I walk in, my January Rachel thanks my December Rachel for taking that extra time to get the classroom ready so that it is not a burden on me and I don't have to think, I need to go in early, I have all these things I still have to do. I can truly enjoy my break because I know I can show up in January and start fresh and everything is ready for me and I don't have to worry about it. Your future self will thank you for taking the time to make sure you are planned and ready to go for January so you don't have to do it over your break. If you want to see how I do a similar process of planning my week every week on normal weeks so that I don't have to take work home on the nights and weekends, click on the video that's on your screen now and see how I get it all done during the school day. I'll see you over there.